We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack our offense?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Mostert. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lance going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. Hook up of 15 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Now Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Lance now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Lance. Rolling to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson on third down. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Watson on first down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Devin Duvernay, 42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Ready.
2nd down and 5. shotgun now for Lance. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A final shot before half for Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working promptly well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. From the red zone now, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On play action, Lance. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Lance now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Lance's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. A run with Mostert up the middle. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And some room to work. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 78 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to him down, but his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Washington first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lance. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. One final try now for Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.